Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. It is early. It's not even 6 o'clock a.m. yet. I've been so off schedule with my sleep since my hubby has been hunting. They just left to go out into the woods, and they have been getting up every morning at 4:45, and then of course they have to shower with this like special unscented soaps, and they get up and have their coffee and talk about what they're gonna do for the day, and I get woke up. It's not that they're being really loud or anything. They try to be really quiet. I'm just a very light sleeper, and I just get woke up. So I've been going to bed earlier, and I've been waking up a lot earlier than normal. I'm also getting spoiled to having my espresso first thing in the morning. I've been drinking coffee in the morning from the regular coffee pot, just like a little cup, and then I turn this machine on and heat it up. When you have a real espresso machine, you have to heat it up, and it takes about 20 minutes for it to heat up. So my hubby has been spoiling me every morning. When he gets up before I do, he's been turning it on. So when I get up, it's hot and ready to go, and I've really been enjoying my little latte in the mornings. It's so good. So let's go sit down over here and talk for a minute. I have my Christmas tree and my little fireplace going this morning. That's the first thing I do when I come in here every morning, is I plug in my tree and I flip on the fireplace. We're gonna put our 12-foot Christmas tree up this week. My son and daughter-in-law and my grandson were gonna come up for the weekend. I was gonna put it up for my grandson, he's 3. My son texted me yesterday and said that he had to take on call this weekend for work, so they're not gonna be able to come up. We're bummed out about it, and they're bummed out about it, but you gotta do what you gotta do to support your family, right? So they're not coming up this weekend. I don't know when the tree's gonna go up now. It's a lot of work putting up a 12-foot Christmas tree. And 2 years ago, when my husband had his accident, when he was sitting here on the couch, he wasn't able to help me. I put that entire tree together by myself, 12-foot Christmas. Wait till you see it. If you haven't seen it before, it's massive, and it's a lot to put it together. And so I did it by myself. I was determined to get it up. And after I did it, I said, I will never do that by myself again. That's just way too much. I'm kind of waiting on the perfect timing for Ed. They're hunting right now, and he told me he would take a day off and we can do it. And we planned on doing it Friday, but it's just not gonna happen on Friday. I don't think. Who knows? You never know. Sometimes we change our minds just like that. We have something exciting happening today. 4 months ago, my husband ordered a side-by-side machine to ride around in the woods in. It is let me think here. It's a CF Moto. They're in such high demand that you can't specifically order the color that you want. Like, you can request the color that you want, and if it comes in, then you're in line. My husband was in line for a camouflage side-by-side 2-door. It has a cab, it has power windows, it has heat, it has air conditioning, it has Apple CarPlay. It's like a little mini car. Ed called yesterday because it's been a while since we've heard anything, and he's been on this waiting list, and he has a deposit down and everything, and asked if they had heard anything. And the guy said, I have a 2-door red one on the lot that I just got in. Ed wants a 2-door. Most people want 4 doors. So it just happened to be perfect timing when Ed called. The guy said, I have one, it's in red. If you want it, we can prepare it for you and you can come and get it. It's funny because the original color that Ed wanted when he first wanted one of these, he's been talking about these things forever, but the original color was red. And then he got to thinking about riding around the woods and it getting scratches and stuff. The camo is like a matte kind of finish. and this is like shiny red, but it does have a lot of black plastic on it, like on the sides where you're like running through the woods and all that kind of stuff. Ed said, yeah, prep the red for me. I'll come get it tomorrow. So we are going to go get that today at 3 o'clock. We have an appointment to go pick that up. He's beyond excited for that. And I'm excited too, because it's something that he has wanted for so long, and now he's finally gonna get it. Gonna help him with a lot of things around here. It's gonna help him with trucking through the woods when they're prepping for hunting. Hunting has been really hard on his body this year. So he had an accident 2 years ago. If you're new here, he had a motorcycle accident. He was riding his Harley. Someone turned in front of him in the car and he hit the car. He didn't have time to stop. It's the driver of the car's fault. Ed hit the car, went airborne, and landed in a ditch. His Harley landed in the ditch with him, and he had a compound fracture in his lower leg, his tibia and his fibular and tibia. I said that right? I always get them mixed up and say tibular and fibia. You know, they're so similar with the sound, but you know what I'm talking about. Those two bones in the lower leg just shattered. And so for months, he had an external fixator on his leg, a big metal triangle thing with screws in it to hold his bones in place, because he had so much trauma in that leg that it needed time to heal before the surgeon could even put the bones back together. So he was on the couch for months. It was very hard on him. During the accident, he also injured his shoulders, which he earlier this year was finally able to get those fixed, but the leg was just the worst. So it just was a 2-year recovery time. And so before the accident happened, he could hunt and not have any issues whatsoever. Well, now just walking through the woods, looking for places to hunt, setting up gear, all those things. It's very physical. It's really been hard for him this year. It's been a great big challenge for him to physically do the things that he does when he's hunting. So getting this side-by-side is going to help getting equipment to their hunting sites. It's going to help him with scouting when they're out scouting for deer. That's a lot of walking. Well, he can slowly drive through and kind of check things out. They look for deer rubs and all kinds of things. And, you know, it's really going to make it a lot better for him. He does have a handicap permit for hunting now. And so he's able to use a vehicle like that to do a lot of that stuff with. So I'm excited for him. Also going to have fun riding it around just in the woods, going for little rides. I told him yesterday he's going to have to take me for a ride in the snow when we do get some snow on his little red sleigh. And right now, we were joking yesterday, he looks like Santa. He looks like Santa with that beard. He's been growing his beard out for hunting. It's just a thing these guys do, no shave November. And he has quite the beard. And so, yeah, he's going to look like Santa driving around in that red little side-by-side. As soon as it gets light out, I'm going to go for my walk. And then I have a coaching call that I have to do. I'm a health coach. I coach women. I help women with this way of eating. I help with weight loss and a lot of other things. And so I have that today. And then I told him I would ride with him out to get this little machine. It is about an hour away, so it's going to be a little bit of a drive. He has to hitch up the trailer, and it's going to be a whole thing. But I'll take you along. I'll show you his new little toy. Men and their toys, right? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish my coffee here, and I will check in with you in a little bit. Sitting outside, decided to go in the hot tub before I go for my walk. It's pretty cold out this morning, and this hot water was calling my name. I don't know if you can hear it, but there are geese in the distance. You can hear them squawking. A lot of times they come in and land on the water here, and it's a beautiful thing. So I'm going to sit here for a little bit, and then I'm going to go out for my walk. Getting out of the hot water and stepping into 21 degrees. It's 21 degrees this morning. Look at the frost on top of this lid. I have to close down this lid and lock it into place. And I'm barefoot on this concrete patio and I'm freezing. So this is my version of the cold plunge. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. It is 9:30 and I'm finally out for my first walk of the day. I plan on going for my 3-mile walk this morning. I'm going to take the longer route. I'm bundled up. I have my hat over my ears, which is much better. I have my hand warmers inside of my mittens, and I have my warm coat. I have my fleece leggings, and I have my alpaca socks on. I feel pretty confident that I'm going to stay warm for this walk this morning. I'm going to talk about something fun on this walk. I get questions from time to time. I just got one a couple days ago about what do I like to watch on YouTube. I thought I would just take a few minutes to share with you what I like to watch for entertainment. We mostly watch YouTube. We occasionally will watch movies, especially when we are up in our movie theater and we're, having a movie night. But for the most part, Ed and I both watch YouTube. And he has his shows that he likes to watch. He watches a lot of political videos. He likes to get his news from other sources. And he also likes to watch, I guess I'm sharing what he likes to watch too. He likes to watch car stuff like car restorations. He's restored a car himself. He likes tinkering on things, and so he likes to watch that kind of stuff. He also likes to watch hunting videos and XRP. Ed and his hunting buddy are kind of obsessed right now with XRP stuff. If you know, you know. He either will sit with his laptop and watch what he likes to watch in the evenings, and I'll sit with my laptop and watch what I want to watch, or he'll watch the TV in one of the rooms and I'll watch the TV in one of the other rooms if we're doing our YouTube thing. Things that I like to watch. Topics of things that I like to watch. Believe it or not, I'm not a homesteader. I have no future plans of becoming a homesteader. I like making my own nut milk. And I like canning tomatoes occasionally. I like to have a little herb garden and a few tomato plants. That's my version of homesteading, okay? But I love watching homesteaders. It's like one of my favorite things to watch on YouTube. I don't know why. I just am intrigued. What got me started on that was years ago, I came across YouTube video, and a lot of you probably know and heard of the Needy Homesteader. For some reason or another, her video came across my YouTube algorithm from when they had a car accident. Her and her husband and her kids were hit by a drunk driver. Now, this was years ago. I don't even know how many years ago. I know I was living at my other house. And her husband died in the car accident. She was severely injured. And so I was just drawn into her story and followed along with her recovery. And then I got hooked on homesteading. Like, I just started seeing all these homesteading channels coming up in my algorithm, and I just started watching them. I watch a lot of plant videos. I love plants, and I have some plant people that I like to watch. Garden Answer, she has a very big channel. And there used to be a plant lady that I used to love to watch, Plant Arena. She was like my favorite. She was so entertaining to watch. And then one day, her channel just disappeared. I think there was some controversy or something with that. But I like to watch anything to do with indoor and outdoor plants. I also like to watch tiny house stuff. I know it's kind of weird, isn't it? I have a big house, but I love to watch these people living in tiny houses and just having all their stuff so organized and neat and having just what they need in these tiny houses. And so I like that. I also like to watch women over 50 videos. I have a few women that I like to watch that do makeup and hair and beauty kind of stuff. I don't really watch a whole lot of them, but I have a few that I really like to watch just because I like the personalities of the ladies. And what else do I watch? Homesteading plants, tiny house. I also like to watch documentary type videos like Peter Santinello, where they just travel around to different places and they just interview people from different towns. I find that very interesting. And so I have a few of those that I like to watch. People might be surprised to hear that I no longer watch videos from people from this space of what I do, like the food space with low carb, carnivore, ketogenic, meat-based. I learned a lot from those videos over the years, but I kind of got, I don't know if burned out is the right word. It's probably not the right word. I do this full time. I coach women and talk about food and the low carb diet. I make videos every day and show my food and recipes and activity and all that. And it's like at the end of the day, I don't want to sit down and listen to more of that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like overdone in my brain. It's like done. I just don't want low carb brain overload. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. It's not that I don't like any of the content creators, and I have even directed people to their channels for the information that I can't provide. I'm not a doctor. I'm not, a medical professional of any kind, nutritionist, nothing like that. So I can only go so far. And there are people that have questioned me, what do I do about my cholesterol? Or what do I do about this, And if it's above what I can help them with, I'll refer them to the medical professionals or nutritionists in this space. I really still support all of those creators, right? At the end of the day, I just want to be entertained. I want to stop thinking about all of this for a while, So I go to homesteading, watching people raise chickens and doing some canning and grow their gardens. And I don't know, I just like that kind of stuff. So that's what I find entertaining. And I need to wipe this stuff off at the end of the day. And that's what I do. I don't watch a whole lot of TV. I just don't have a lot of time to watch TV. For the most part, I watch it late in the evening. When I'm winding down for the day, I'll watch, 3 or 4 YouTube videos, get caught up on some different ones. And that's pretty much it for me because I'm busy over here creating content myself, editing videos and, just planning for tomorrow, for the next day that I'm going to be doing this. So that's it in a nutshell. I'm going to go ahead and finish my walk here and I'll be back later. It is time for breakfast and I am making my porridge. This is egg whites and macadamia nut milk and stevia and maple flavoring extract. And you just whisk it all up in a pan and you get this really hearty breakfast. And so that's what I'm having right now with some of my homemade macadamia nut milk, my version of homesteading, making my own macadamia nut milk. And I just sprinkle some cinnamon on top. I also have some walnuts and some blueberries in here that I measured out. And that is my first meal of the day. A can of sparkling water, and I'll be back. So it's 12 o'clock. The guys just got here. They're having their breakfast. I just mixed up some Greek yogurt, 1 serving of the Hale Greek yogurt, and I put in a scoop of the peanut butter prime protein powder. Mixed it up really well. I'm gonna have this, and we are going to be leaving here in just a little bit to go and pick up Ed's new side-by-side. So I'll be back later to check in with you and let you know what's going on. All right, it is 2 o'clock, and we are on our way to pick up Ed's long-awaited side-by-side. So for the road, I made a hot chocolate element. I just took the chocolate element packet, mixed it in some hot water, added a little tablespoon of half and half. And so I'm gonna have that while we're driving. It's about an hour away. And by the time we get done there, it's probably gonna be 4 or 5 o'clock. We might be finding a place to eat on the way back and having dinner out, but I'll keep you posted on that. All right, so we'll see you soon. All right, this is the side-by-side CF Moto. Super cool, Highland. So exciting, his first voyage. We're gonna load it up on the trailer. All right, we're gonna try this Paddle Inn restaurant. Never been here before. All right, so we are in this restaurant, and I just ordered a grilled Cajun chicken salad with ranch dressing, and Ed ordered shrimp, sweet and spicy shrimp, something like that. So we're gonna eat. He's texting everybody pictures. He's so excited. And then when we get back to the house, we're gonna go take that little thing for a ride. Try it out really quick. Try it out really quick. I'll show you my salad when it comes, and then I'll take some video while we're out riding around in the woods. All right, this is my salad. Not a whole lot of chicken, but it'll work. It is 6 o'clock. We just got home, and it is really dark outside, but Ed still wants to go for a little ride in his new toy. It does have headlights and a light bar and brake lights and all that. It's made for riding around in the day and at night. Just came in to grab my camera because my phone is dead, and I'm gonna go out there as soon as he's ready, and we're gonna go for a little ride. You're probably not gonna be able to see much, so I'll have to do some filming in the daytime when we do go for a ride in the daytime. It is our first ride, so I want to document it. So I'll meet you outside. All right, I know it's dark, but this is our first ride. And let me turn the camera around here. Going through the woods.
Pretty epic.
It is epic.
Very upright.
Yeah, it is very stiff, like the seats, it's like a bench seat.
Sweet.
So this thing has heat, it has air conditioning, it has a windshield wiper, it has
Air conditioning.
yeah, and
Apple CarPlay.
Apple CarPlay,
Power tilt windshield.
the
Back window slides.
yep,
The bed in the back tilts up.
yep,
Power tilt.
and
Power windows.
yep.
Hit the trail.
We're going down into the big bad woods. Woohoo!
Using a regular lights here.
Oh my goodness, don't do that. Put the light bar back on.
That's high beams. That ain't nothing.
Okay.
I can see why people were complaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's way better.
Wow, I'm glad you had, Ed had the light bar added on as an option.
Rear bumpers, sliders,
Yep.
and light bar and rear view mirror.
Yep. We have miles and miles and miles and miles of road like this around us, and 2 tracks that go through the woods, and so this is going to be perfect for getting around in the woods.
So cool.
That was a lot of fun. We went for about 15-20 minute ride, and now Ed has his hunting buddy out and taking him out for a ride. That's it for today. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe and give me a thumbs up. I'm still waiting for one more thing to come in the mail for my cozy winter giveaway. It is going to be a great giveaway, you all. So make sure you're subscribed so that you can enter into that contest. As soon as I get what I'm waiting for in the mail, I will let you know when the contest is going to be and all that. So I hope to see you all soon. The lighting's not too great, is it? Have a great day, and God bless.